Kris, you just sat down exclusively with the ATF agent in charge of this investigation. What did you learn today?
Yeah, so the ATF is the only law enforcement agency that is allowed to trace firearms, and they have to do it by hand. So once this rifle was recovered, the first thing investigators did was look at the serial number, look at the make of the gun, hop on the phone to their tracing center in West Virginia, which then reached out to the gun manufacturer with that serial number to find out what gun dealer sold the gun. They then contacted the gun dealer. That's how they got the suspect's name. Once the suspect's name was reported back, law enforcement officers here in Highland Park, some of them recognized the name. A school resource officer in particular was familiar with the suspect from high school, recognized him as a school resource officer at the high school, and that's how police got on to the suspect. So this trace, by the way, the agent in charge said it took about as long as her drive from Chicago to Highland Park to come up and do the interview with us today. They turned this around very quickly, and the law enforcement sources we talked to said it was really the critical thing that allowed them to identify the suspect so quickly. That gun trace. Now, usually the ATF is looking at gun trafficking and straw purchases. This was a case where, you know, a gun that was sold. It was used by the owner allegedly, and that's how they identified the shooter. Of course, we'll hear more from her coming up on the CBS Evening News.
All right. Thank you, Kris. We look forward to your full report on the CBS Evening News.